Introduction. Electric cars have become a symbol of sustainable transportation today. However, the history of these vehicles dates back to the 19th century. The development of electric vehicles gained significant momentum with technological advancements and the increasing awareness of environmental issues. The first section will cover the history and evolution of electric cars. 19th century, early experiments. The first examples of electric vehicles date back to the 1830s. Between 1832 and 1839, Scottish engineer Robert Anderson developed the first electric vehicle. However, these vehicles failed to find practical applications due to the inadequacy of battery technology. In the 1860s, French inventor Gustave Trouvé introduced an electric three-wheeled vehicle. In 1879, German engineer Andreas Flocken produced the first electric car. Electric vehicles of this era were generally prototypes that could operate at low speeds and were used for short distances. Section 2, Early 20th Century, Initial Commercial Successes. In the early 1900s, electric cars had the potential to compete with internal combustion engine vehicles. In 1900, electric vehicles accounted for approximately 38% of car sales in the U.S. During this period, companies like the Baker Motor Vehicle Company and Detroit Electric began to popularize electric cars. However, in the 1910s and 1920s, the development of internal combustion engines, the widespread availability of petroleum, and the lack of infrastructure suitable for electric vehicles led to a decline in the popularity of electric cars. Electric vehicles were sidelined due to their high costs and limited range. 1970s, the energy crisis and a resurgence. The oil crisis of the 1970s renewed interest in electric vehicles. Energy conservation and environmental awareness led governments to invest in research and development projects for electric cars. During this time, some automobile manufacturers began developing electric vehicle prototypes. However, these projects were often limited in scope, and widespread commercialization did not occur. 1990s, the first modern electric vehicles. In the 1990s, electric vehicles began to regain interest as environmental protection and air pollution became prominent issues. In 1996, General Motors launched the EV1 model. However, this vehicle was only available for lease and did not reach a wide audience. Additionally, by the late 1990s, a few small manufacturers started producing electric vehicles. However, these vehicles generally did not receive sufficient interest due to limited range and performance issues. Third part. 21st century, the rise of electric vehicles. In the early 2000s, electric vehicles entered a new era with the launch of Tesla. In 2008, the Tesla Roadster increased interest in electric vehicles by offering long range and high performance. Tesla's success encouraged other automakers to invest in electric vehicle production. Models like the Nissan Leaf, Chevrolet Volt, and BMW i3 contributed to the growth of the electric vehicle market. In recent years, many countries have developed policies to promote the transition to electric vehicles. The development of charging infrastructure, advancements in battery technologies, and the growing emphasis on eco-friendly transportation have accelerated the adoption of electric vehicles. Future perspective. The future of electric vehicles looks very promising. Many automakers worldwide aim to transition to electric vehicle production, planning to focus entirely on electric models by 2030. Innovations in battery technology are making significant strides in increasing range and reducing costs, which allows electric vehicles to reach a broader audience. Conclusion. The history of electric cars is a journey that stretches from the early 19th century to the present day. Once limited, these vehicles have now become an essential part of eco-friendly transportation. In the future, the development and adoption of electric vehicles aim to create a more sustainable transportation system. This transformation presents a great opportunity for the world, both environmentally and economically.